This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, can anyone let me know that what did we do in the last class? Is there anyone online?
Sir, uh, hello. Uh,
Yeah, tell me, you tell
yeah,
me, go ahead.
yeah, sir. So we learned like first again you revised how to create a company and how do we change the default like with the help of F1 function. How do we change the default? Like the default company which is appearing, you can select the company and
Good.
then you thought about first creating ledgers and then you gave some entries to like we need to find which under which group we can classify them and then
Okay.
the shortcuts for the payment receipt contra and journal and then we passed some three entries sir and we thought how to change
Okay.
the mode like control H mode.
Very good. Very good. Disha, right?
Yes sir.
Okay, Disha. Did we discuss about what is the bill-wise details? How to generate the outstanding reports? So new reference, anything
Yes
related
sir.
to that?
Yes. Yes sir, you gave new reference also sir, like we should see in chart of accounts what is outstanding
Okay.
and we can
Okay.
add the credit period also sir.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you, Disha. So hope everyone have been understood with the same concepts what she has been explained. So wonderful it was. Thank you, Desha, once again. So we will see the further features of that transactions. Hope the screen also it is visible to you all people. So before starting with this, can I know that how many are using with the laptops and do you have an tally on your laptops? So please type it as yes on the chat box. So let me know how many are doing it together. Okay, that's good, Disha. Is there anyone else? Okay, that's good, Vindhya. Fine. So, uh, Disha, can you be able to share your screen? So I'll give you the permission over here. So can you share your screen and can you be able to do the
Sir,
same
I am
transactions
using
on?
through sir I'm using through my through the phone sir. Like
What
I'm
is
using
that?
through the phone. I'm using through my phone, sir.
Okay, okay, that's fine, that's fine.
But
So
then
is it
laptop
Vindhya?
is like okay. So
Okay, you're using the go-to meeting through the phone, but you're working on Tally. So you
sure.
mean to say that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Is that Vindhya? So
Sir,
yeah, is it possible to you to share your screen?
sir, even my go-to meeting is on the phone, sir. It's not I'm not able to sign in through the laptop.
Okay, 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 okay.
To
That's
join
fine.
through the phone.
So that's okay,
Sir,
Vindhya.
give
Thank you
two,
for
3 minutes, sir. If I can share, I'll try, sir. I've not tried. I'll just copy the link if I can through my laptop, sir.
okay, okay. So you can just use that link. I've shared it on the WhatsApp group.
Sir, give me
Can you
some
open
five,
your
10 minutes, sir.
no
I'll just
problem, no
try.
problem. You can try. So meanwhile, I'll be just going through the transactions what we have done. Okay, so now the tally screen is visible to everyone, and we will see that how many transactions we have been passed it over here. So is that anyone can be able to tell me that whatever the transactions we have been done, so when in which report we can be able to see all the transaction details. So you can be able to have a screen over here, and here you have a list of reports. So can you try to let me know that which is that report which will have all the transaction details? Okay, I have received it. It was daybook. Very good. So now we will see with the daybook. So, and I request everyone try to use it with shortcut keys what are available on that screen. So try to use it so that it will help you out. Try to avoid using a mouse now for the faster result, so that you can be able to get the results at faster. So we are being passed certain type of transactions. So related to the different voucher types. So contra is related to the transaction which is going to have a ledgers related to cash and the bank ledgers. The payment is when the company or the business is paying to outside parties, or when they are going to make a expenses. So they are going to make the payment entry. So receipt is when you are going to receive the amount from the party, or it is in the form of any kind of incomes. Then purchases when you make a purchase for your business. So either a goods or services, either on the cash basis or credit basis. Then sales is when you're selling a goods or services on the cash basis or credit basis. Then debit note is for purchase returns. So when there is a return of goods or services values, so if there is any kind of reduce in the prices of any particular type of services value, so you can be able to do it with debit note. And the same time the credit note, it will be for the purpose of sales returns. So these are the voucher types which we have been tried it with. So in case if you want to see that, okay, I've received it. So can you rename yourself, ma, because I'm able to get it your name as a PC. So can you rename yourself and let me know who are you?
Sir, I am Disha.
Disha. Okay. So can you rename yourself on that login, ma? I think you will be able to do that when you are there in that. If you are able to see your name over there, there is the three dots are available over there next to your name. So you can be able to change, rename yourself. Is it allowing you to do that?
No, sir, I am not able to do.
Okay. Okay, I'll just share it to you. Be online. Yeah, Disha, did you got any kind of a message on your system through the GoTo meeting? Yeah, good. So you have been able to share your screen. Is that everyone else are able to see the screen? I'll share the screen. Oh, sorry. So can you try once again, Disha? Yeah. So is that everyone are able to see your screen? Can you type it as yes? Yeah, that's good. Fine. So now, just a moment. That's good. So you have been passed with the 5 types of entries. So one is contra, payment, receipt, the purchase, and another purchase. Okay, good. So can you go to the gateway of Tally display? Use the shortcut keys for display. It is D. Don't use the mouse. You are using a mouse. Leave the mouse. So try to use the shortcut keys. So what is the shortcut key? It is there for statement of accounts. Very good. Outstandings, payables. So still it is showing with so payables is 30,000. Okay. So press escape and can you go to the 20,000 wala that is receivables? Okay, somewhere something is wrong over here. Why it is there? The same party it is there as the payables as well as receivables. So can you press enter?
Just a second, sir. Wait, I'll connect my charger, sir. Wait.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, fine. So now just click on tally. Click anywhere in tally. Click anywhere. Just click. Okay, can you press enter? Good. So go to the outstandings, receivables. So can you press Alt F5? Alt F5 is for getting a detailed information. Okay, so can you just go down? Press enter. So here we are not supposed to take it new reference. Okay, so press escape. Go to the payables. So what was the furniture we have purchased for what value? Press Alt F5. So go there, enter. See, when you are going to pass a purchase entry, you have taken which reference type? You are able to see it on that screen itself. So leave that mouse. Why it is moving around? Just click on tally. Leave it. Now don't use a mouse itself. Okay. Can you tell me that what is the reference type you have been used, or anyone else? What is that reference type it has been used in the purchase entry? Can anyone let me know in this entry what is the reference type it has been used? Is it new, advance,
New
against, or
reference.
new reference, right? So why do we use a new reference? Means when we are going to have a transaction which is nowhere connected to previous entry. So this entry has to be connected to the future entry. Okay. So for that reason, we are going to take it as new reference. Now, after purchasing, so whether we are supposed to make the payment or not, after purchasing the things on credit, whether are we supposed to pay it or not? Should we pay the amount to the party or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you want to make the payment over there, if you make the payment, for example, what was the payment entry value? So do you people remember? So what is the value of a payment entry? By what happened, Disha? Screen got disconnected. Disha, are you there online? Yeah. So you are able to share the screen or not? Yeah, it has come back. Fine. So now when we are going to make a purchase, we are supposed to make the payment. So what is the payment value I have given? How much we are paying back to IK Interiors? See, we have purchased for 30,000 rupees on credit and we are supposed to pay back 30,000. But I've given you a transaction that is a payment. So payment has been done as per the transaction. How much value?
20,000.
20,000, right? So when you are saying that out of 30,000, you are going to clear 20,000. So how much the pending amount should be there?
10,000.
10,000, right? Then it is showing us the payables as 30,000. Why means, can you press escape, ma? Escape. No need to do any changes in that. Escape. See, the pending amount it was showing as a 30,000, which we are not supposed to have it 30,000 because we made a payment of 20,000. It should get adjusted with the 30,000 with 20,000 and remaining 10,000 was supposed to be shown. Now press escape. Go to the receivables. Press enter. Go to that payment. So enter. Just enter. Wait. Here you are supposed to select against reference because we are clearing the bill. So which bill reference we have to supposed to select? The 30,000 wala we have to select it. Okay. So is it that you have selected 30,000 wala? Yes, enter and accept the screen. So now can you see the payables? Is it showing right value?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So can you press Alt F5? So how it became 10,000 means, so there was a purchase of 30,000 and there is a payment of 20,000. So the remaining is 10,000. So this is the feature where it will help you out to track out how much outstandings are there. Either it's related to payables nor with the receivables, so that you can be able to get to know that how much we are supposed to receive, how much we are supposed to pay it for that particular period. Is that everyone understood? Please type it as clear in case if you have got cleared with this concept. If anyone has a doubt, please clarify it then and there itself so that it will help you. Yes. So should I repeat it? Fine. So now I'll do one thing. I'll just go to both the transaction. Come to the gateway of Tally. Come to the gateway of Tally. So which is that report did we saw that all the transaction details were there? It was daybook, right? So here it shows all the transactions. Go to daybook. Okay, it shows all the transaction. Daybook is a report which will have all the information about the daily transactions. Press escape. Whereas we are supposed to have a transactions information about only that particular ledger. Who was the party over here? In the both the transaction, who was the party? Who was the party? Do you people remember? Yes, very good. IK Interiors. So now I want to view only those transactions which are being passed for the party IK Interiors. So how do I get that report? Is gateway of Tally, display, go to the accounts books, ledgers. So here you can choose that IK Interiors. So this is what the ledger wise reports you are going to check it out. Hope everyone have understood this, and this will be helpful report to you, like how manually we are going to write a ledger account report. This is in Tally. You can be able to find this ledger account report. There is no need to create separately. Once the ledgers are created under the respective accounting groups and you are going to pass the transactions in the relevant voucher types, so that's enough. So you have to do only these two things so that you can be able to get all the reports automated. Okay, fine. So now let me delete both the entries. So do you know what is the shortcut key for deleting? Don't wait. That's nice. Fine. So the intention of why I took you over here and I want to delete it is, let me do it the transaction first. Okay, one by one I will do it. So before that I want to remove the previous transactions. Now if I want to delete any multiple transaction details, so in that case I am supposed to use it space bar. Can you use the space bar so that it will turn into blue in color? So generally wherever the cursor is there in Tally, it will be in yellowish color. When you press space bar, it will turn into blue in color. So only space bar, it is to select only particular line. Suppose if you want to select multiple lines, or all the lines, whatever the line items do you have it in that screen, if you want to select it at one shot, so for that you should use it as control space bar. Okay, so try to make a note of all the shortcut keys which will help you out. Okay, space bar is to select one line, space bar to unselect. That is one by one. Control space bar, when do you use it? Means when I want to select all the items or all the line items on that screen. So then we are supposed to use it, control space bar. Okay, and control space bar again, if you do it, it will be unselected. Is that line? Fine. So now you can press Alt D so that it will get deleted. Enter. Okay, so let me do it once again. Come to the gateway of Tally and go to the vouchers. So the first entry, what we are supposed to pass it for IK interiors. Is it payment or purchase? Purchase. Very good. So in this, which mode? As voucher mode. Very good. So that is Control H. So what should be credited first? So it is 30,000 and here the reference name. So try to give a reference name which you can be able to understand. Very good. IK P1 also it's okay. So that means this is the IK's purchase one. That's good. Furniture account. Enter, enter. Good. Narration is has to be given. Accepted. That's nice. Okay. Next. So wait. So from this screen itself, I want to view the report of bills payable. So how do I see that report? Instead of coming to gateway of Tally, display statement of accounts, outstandings, then payables I have to go. Instead of this, I can be able to go to bills payables report directly from the screen. So that is possible only when you have been installed and using the TallyPrime version. Okay, so what is that new feature is you can be able to see there is something, an option called go to. Can anyone tell me that what is the shortcut key of go to? It is there in the mid
Control
of the
G.
screen on top. It's is it with the single underline or double underline, ma?
Single underline, sir.
Single underline means it is alt. Double underline it is control. So then what is the shortcut key it happened?
Alt G.
Alt G. Can you press Alt G? Okay, so you can be able to view any kind of reports being in the same screen. So without disturbing your existing work. So you can be able to view the other screen reports. So now here you can be able to select with bills payables. So do you find it? So it's not required you to scroll down and search also. You can just type it. It will show. Is that making easy? You can use the up and down arrow key. Okay. So try to make it as much as easier way. Okay. So now we are able to see our information. The bills payable amount as 30,000. So now press escape. So which is that entry we are supposed to go? So after purchase, it will be payment. So debit with IK interiors. Wait. So here it is asking us to enter the value first, and then it is asking us to select the reference. So certain times we will not be knowing that how much we are supposed to pay or receive from the party. So it is always recommended to know that the list of references, and based on that only I can be able to give the value. Okay, in that case, how do I do that? Means I think I have been added this point in my document, what I've been shared it in my WhatsApp group. So here press F12. So whenever you're passing an entry of payment receipt or journal, so there is an option called pre-allocate bills to payment receipt journal voucher. So can you find that option? Yes. So make it as yes. So once you make it, it will be there as a yes forever. Okay. So can you just press backspace and get the cursor on the party name? Okay. Redo it. No problem. So it is going to ask me the list of references before I enter the amount. Okay. So how much am I having it? And the very important thing is the type of reference what you're choosing it with. Okay. So in payment and receipt, you're not supposed to use a new reference at all. Either you should be able to use it with advance or it should be as an against reference. Okay. So we have chosen against reference, and what is the amount we are supposed to pay? Is it 30,000 we are supposed to pay? Is it 30 or 20? See the transaction.
Sir.
So it is 20,000. So manually you can change it in case if there is a difference in the value. Disha, what happened is that are you able to do that? 20,000 enter, end of list, and enter accept. Vindhya, are you able to understand? Did you got this? Any doubt in this? Cleared? Good. Fine. So if anyone has any doubt, you can get clarified then and there itself. So can you just check it out with bills payables report, how much it is? So no need of going to gateway of tally. So very good. Okay. So it shows 10,000, and if you press Alt F5, it shows the reason why it is 10,000. So hope everyone have understood this. Okay. So now let me go. So let us go ahead with the further transactions. What is the next transaction we have it? So the next entry is sales, GK traders. So give the reference name. Good, it is a new reference. So now, see, there will be a confusion for most of the people when we are doing a transaction, a journal entry, which is related to type of compound journal entry, that is more than one debit and credit. Okay. So in this case, I'm supposed to select it those common ledgers when we are going to pass any transactions, we will have a common two ledgers accounts. It should be there in that entry. So like that. So since this is an credit sales entry, it is mandatory I should have a party name. There is a party ledger. Then second thing is I should have a sales ledger. Okay. So here, how it is going to be out? When you are going to give the values in proper way, then it will allow you to select the other ledgers. So that means, see now, amount is 2,80,000. Now the sales amount is 3 lakh. It's correct. Enter. See, until and unless this debit balance and the credit balance are not getting matched. Okay. So it will not allow you to accept the entry. It will be keep on asking something to debit, something to credit. So you should be very carefully. You should select it all those relevant ledgers and enter the values in a proper way. Okay. So is that everyone understood with the compound journal entry? What we have done right now? So please type it as clear. Yeah, good, good, good. Continue the entry, ma. Good. Fine. So now, after passing the sales entry, so in which outstanding report this value will be shown? Good. So it is in bills receivables report. It is going to show. So now, what is the next entry we are supposed to pass? Press escape. So you are there in the entry screen. Which voucher type to be used for this next entry? Good. Shortcut key is Alt F6. Or press F10 and you can bring it credit note. So pass this entry in the voucher mode only. You are passing it in the invoice where we don't have an item at all. You can select it from the right hand side. No need to type it completely. You'll get a list over there. You can select it. So what is the reference IPR is? Against reference. Yes, good. Good. So now the bills pay receivables is so go to the receivables. So what the receivables shows? Yeah, 2,70,000. Correct. It's correct. So what is the next entry? So the next entry is receipt. Good. Wait. So how much we are going to receive the amount? Can anyone tell me? Wait. Instead of giving it value manually, so can anyone tell me what was the sentence I have used in that transaction? Yes, good. It was a 50% on the outstanding amount, right? So here, what should I do it means? So when I have anything to calculate it in the amount column when I'm passing a transaction, so can you tell me what is the shortcut key you used it, Ma? Control N. So can you do that calculation? So there is 2,70,000. Be there in the same screen. In the Control N calculator panel, can you type the value 2,70,000 into 50%? So multiplied with 50%. Enter. So whether the value it is there in the calculator panel or is it displaying on the amount column? Yes. So I don't want the value to be there in the calculator panel only. See, when I'm doing it, something a calculations, it is not should be affected to the tally entries. So in that case, I can use a control N. So can you press once again control N so that it has gone. Now, instead of using control N, can you use alt C? So it is taking you back to the same calculator panel. Can you do the calculation now and press enter? Can you see the difference? Right? So the calculator panel can be used for both. To get the values reflected, use alt C. And alt C should be used only when you are getting the cursor on the amount column. Okay, not when you are going to keep it somewhere else, and if you press alt C, it will have another kind of a screen. Okay, fine. So now you can press control N to come out of that calculator panel. Good. Now you press enter. So which is that bank? Accept the screen. Okay, so now can you just check it out with the accounts receivables report? Okay, it shows 1,35,000. Very good. Fine, you can go ahead with the next transaction. Okay, so what's next? Good. Receipt entry. Okay. So only these were the transactions we had been having it. Is there any transaction we missed out? Yes. Okay, fine. So now you are there in the daybook report where you have a different voucher types of transactions. So suppose if you want to have a transactions information only related to particular voucher type. So for example, I want to view a transactions only related to purchase. So what should I do it? So you can, there are two ways. One is you can go to daybook itself and press F4. F4 is for voucher type on the right hand side. So here you can be able to choose that particular voucher type so that you can be able to have a report of only that particular voucher type what you have been selected. Okay, this is one way. Press escape. So the other way of getting a report is going to display accounts books. So wait, escape. You can see that registers are there where it is showing only the purchase related. So you have all the types of voucher types over here. So where you can be able to get the transactions informations only related to that voucher types. Okay. If you want to find it out specifically on the ledger wise report, then you can go with the ledgers option and select with the relevant ledgers names. So this kind of reports what we are going to check it out. So these are considered as an management information system reports, that is MIS reports. Okay, so you have to check it out. My request to you people that you have to check it out all the kinds of reports and you have to find it out what kind of information you can be able to gather with that. Is that clear to everyone till here? So type it as clear. In case if you have any doubt, you can be able to raise it. Is that everyone are clear till here? Yeah. Okay. Fine. So we shall have a 10 minutes of break and we'll be back and we will start with a new concept. Fine. Thank you all for being online. Yeah, Sarika, you can be able to get the recorded sessions through our WhatsApp group only. The link will be provided. So that I think I'll be able to give it by tomorrow. So for today's and last class, what we have been done. So hope Sarika is able to hear me. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, Disha. So can you reshare your screen? Yes. So click on Tally. Anywhere on Tally. Be here. So leave that mouse aside. So the next concept, what we are doing it is going to be banking. So banking means what are the types of transactions we may have it when you are doing a transactions related to the bank. So we are going to have it cash deposit. Then we are going to have a payment through the check or DD, or when we are receiving a check. So how do we record all this information with those details which is relevant to the bank? What are the important things it is mandatory to know about and to enter about the bank in our books of accounts, that too in Tally, and how Tally is going to be helpful to us in maintaining the banking reports and its features. Okay, so now can you go to the alter ledger, choose a bank ledger. Okay, so can you see the details over here? We have not been updated any information, so let it be like this only. Just accept the screen. Can you create a new ledger? So you can see the create option on the top. Yes, good. So you create a new ledger in the name as SBI Bank. Let's assume it. We are got open one more bank account. Enter. So here it should be under the bank accounts. So account number. So account holder's name by defaultly it has taken your company name what you have been given at the time of creation of company. Suppose if you want to have any other name of your company, so you can be able to change it over here. The same thing it will reflect in your the reports of your banking and when you are taking a print of it. Give any company name. Okay. So MRF is a company. So give it as MRF company. Yeah, enter. So the account number will be definitely will be given by the bank. So which will be minimum 10 digits to up to 14 digits. So give minimum 10 to 12 digits. Any number. Enter. The next is IFS code. IFS code is mandatory whenever you are going to have a transactions. When you are transferring the amount from one account to another account through online. So IFS code is mandatory over there. Okay. So the IFS code will be 11 digits. IFS code will be 11 digits, and it will be not just with the numbers. So it will be first 4 digits will be alphabets, which is going to indicate which is your bank. So for example, now we are there with the SBI bank. The first 4 digits, it will be SBIN. Okay. The next 7 digits will be the numbers. The first digit in the numbers will be always 0, and the other 6 digits will indicate what is your branch code. Okay. So let's take it example as 000345. 0000. Good. 345. Can you try to enter anything and check it out? Is it allowing us to enter? It will not allow you to enter anything else because it has been freezed with the 11 digit numbers. Okay, that 11 digits, it will be there. So you should be very careful when you are going to enter your IFSC code, because in case if the IFSC code is going to get be wrong, then the amount you can be able to, it is not been able to retrieve. Is that clear? The next one is Swift code. It will be provided by the bank. So we will ignore that. Enter. So here, backspace, the bank name. You can be able to see that list over here. It is going to show, but this list will be real when you are going to have a tally in the license mode. So we, as of now, we can be able to select as not applicable. Then next, give the branch name. Example, Jayanagar. Enter. The next, it is asking us for the set or alter checkbook details. So yes, make the option as yes. So here it will be asking you for to enter the check range. So have you been seen that a check format in which it will be there at the bottom of the check, where it will be written with 6-digit numbers in the double quotes. Okay. Example, take it as 001541. So this could be your first check number in your checkbook. Okay. Enter. So here we are supposed to enter the last check number in case if you are going to have 50 check leaf in your checkbook. So what could be the last number? So fine. So enter it. Can you see it is showing us it is not 50 checks, it is 51. So enter. Don't worry about that number. Press enter. Type it as 50. Backspace. Type it as 50 and enter. So automatically it will take a right number in the two number. Okay. So you can give the name of checkbook as book number 1. Okay. Enter. So now in case if you are going to have a second checkbook, you can be able to continue the next number so that it will be 001591. So it continues with the last number from the previous check, last n number, give it as 50. Good. Enter. No. If you enter, it will come back. Enter. Yes. Okay. Give it as book number 2. Okay. So let us assume it that we have only 2 checkbooks. Enter. The next option is enable check printing. Make it as yes. So the next option, set or alter checkbook. Sorry, it is check printing configuration, make it as yes. So why Tally wants to take all your checkbook details and why it is wanted to take your configuration of your check leaf? Because Tally wants to help you out to avoid the manual errors. Whenever you are going to write the check, what are the common details do you write it? Can anyone unmute yourself and tell me if you people have been used a check or have you been seen anyone's writing a check? What are the common things we do write it in a check leaf? So party name, amount in words and figures, very good. Then we are going to write it, the date, and also we will write it as account payee, double cross with account payee. Okay. And a signature is mandatory. So when you are going to have all this information while passing the transaction itself, because when I make a payment through the check, definitely if it is an uh, business transaction, I will record it in my books of accounts as an payment. So when I'm making a payment entry, definitely I will give the party name to whom I'm paying. Then what is the amount? So amount in figures, it will be also shown as a amount in words. And also we will write the transaction date. When all these details are there in the tally, why we are supposed to manually write it? So this is the intention of giving this feature. So what you can be able to do it is, if you are configuring all these details and when you want to take a print, sorry, when you want to write a check, so no need of writing it manually. You can be able to place your check leaf into the printer and you can be able to print it. So if you people have been experienced by taking a DD from a bank, so whether they will write it manually on the DD or will they print it and they will give it to you? Do they write it manually or do they print it? So generally it will be printed. So hope anyone what I've tried by taking a DD from the bank, okay, generally it will be printed. So the same way you can be able to print it, all the check details on the check leaf. Okay, so to give that details, I am supposed to enter the configuration details. Okay, so that configuration details, it will be provided by defaultly by the Tally itself. So we should have a Tally in the license mode to get it of that particular type of check. So as of now in the educational mode, you can be able to use it an option called on the right hand side, copy from. So can I know what is the shortcut key for it? Can you click on it? It is Alt B. Then select the sample format. So you can be able to see all it has been the format, the dimensions has been entered by default by Tally. It's a sample information, that is average values. So most of the banks will have it the similar values. Okay, so now do not enter it manually anything over here. Just keep on enter and come below the company's signatory details. Don't change, enter. And this dimensions, whatever you are able to see it, everything is measured in millimeters. Okay, so here it is asking you, do you want to print a company name on your check leaf? So most of the time the bank only will print and give it to you with the bank, the company name on the check leaf. In case if it is not available and you want to print it, that you can be able to print it through Tally itself. So if you want, you can give it as yes. Otherwise, you can keep it as no. Press enter. So keep it as yes as of now. The next. So who has the signatory authority? Authorized signatory. So that person's name you can give it. To remove the existing information, press space bar. Okay, if you press space bar, you will be able to remove the content of that field. Okay, so whatever the name you want to use it, you can be able to use it. So give your name. Wow, nice. So it's a joint account of Vindhya and Disha. Good. So if you want, you can keep it both. Otherwise, you can be able to keep it any one also. Okay, enter, 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 enter. So you will be there in the printing screen. Do you want to print it or do you want to see the preview before printing? You can go for preview. And Alt Z is a shortcut key to zoom. So if you press Alt Z, it will take you inside that screen. You can be able to see the details in zoom format. Okay. So these are the details that is going to get printed on your check leaf. Is that clear to everyone till here? Or should I repeat it anything? If I'm clear, please type it as clear so that I can be able to move on to the next things. So is that everyone are clear? Okay, fine. I can understand it's an online class. So fine, escape. So if you want to take a print, you can take a print. As of now, it's not required. It's a sample check. So press escape once. So you'll be there back in the ledger alteration creation screen or alteration screen. Accept this ledger. What is shortcut key to accept it? It's Alt A. Sorry, Control A. Okay. So come back. So now let us have a transactions related to this bank. So first, let me go to vouchers, contra. Let me deposit a amount of 50,000. So deposit a amount of 50,000 into SBI Bank. Okay. Wait. What happened? Enter. So this is a bank allocation screen. Just press escape. Yes. In this screen. So this is a common screen which will appear whenever you are going to take a bank ledger. Okay. Backspace once again. Get the cursor under transaction type. So since this is an cash deposit entry and we have used a cash ledger, so it is showing transaction type as a cash. So press space bar. You will be able to get a list of options on the right hand side with the different types of transaction types. We can be able to enter the information about the bank transaction. So if you want to know more options, click on show more by using up and down arrow key. Okay, so these are the types of transactions can happen through the bank. Okay, so now in this entry, by using which transaction type we can be able to pass it. Good. So this was a cash transaction in the bank. So we have taken cash, enter. So since there is a cash transaction, that is cash is being deposited into the bank. So if you people have been having a experience that whenever you are going to deposit a cash into your bank account, so it is mandatory that you are supposed to feed up with the challan. You cannot just give the money to the cashier so that they can put it. It is a mandatory you have to feed it up with the challan. Okay, and that challan, it should also includes with the denominations, that how much currency notes do you use it, which are the types of it, and it should come with the exact value at what value you have been passing this entry. Okay, so here you have been passed it for 50,000 and you have taken the different denominations. So try to be very practical. So do we have a 1,000 rupees note, so that you can be able to enter that, enter, space bar on that, enter. So good, fine. So enter, enter, accept the entry. Okay, so this was one of the type of transaction related to the bank. So now when I say that I had a cash deposit into the bank with the respective currency notes, in which which was supposed to be written through an bank challan. So this I can be able to print it out from my tally. So how do I print that deposit challan of a cash deposit challan? So come to the gateway of tally. There is a separate report as banking. Go to the deposit slip. So choose that bank through which you have been done with. Okay, so now are we able to see that transaction details? Let me know yes or no. Are we be able to see the transaction which is there? Okay, no, fine. So why it is not showing means, so always you can see on the top left hand side corner, what is it, the screen you are there into. What is the screen you are there into, which is written into a blue in color above the ledger, check deposit slip. So we are not depositing a check, so it is not showing the details. We want cash deposit. So can you see any shortcut key related to the option which I am looking for? So that is F5 cash. Okay, so almost whenever you are looking for any kind of a solution, so you will be able to have that answer in your own tally screens. That will be in the form of on the right hand side as a shortcut key, or it will be in the F12, or it will be in the F11. These are the three ways to find out your answer. And don't worry, don't be scared when you are going to use a wrong option. So you will get some kind of a report, but it will not delete any data until and unless you use Alt D for deleting. Okay, so keep on trying with all the shortcut keys on each and every screen of tally with F12 also. Okay, fine. So as of now, it's not required. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so now I want to take a print of this. How do I take it? So I have to select this line item to print. How do I select it? Just before few minutes, I've been very good. Space bar. It has been selected. Now, what is the shortcut key to print is Control P. So always use Control P for print. So can you see the print preview? And what is the shortcut key for zooming? Alt Z. That's good. So can you see the details over here that you are going to, you can be able to use this as an deposit slip. And you have a 2 copies, that is banker's copy and customer's copy. Okay. So you can be able to print out this information from Tally itself so that you can be able to make use of it into the bank transactions. Is that fine? Press escape, come to the main screen. So this was one of the feature of banking. The next feature, press escape, come to the gateway of Tally. Let me pass one more transaction. So let's assume it, the transaction has received an advance from uh, DK company, received an advance from DK company of rupees 20,000 through check. Okay, I'll just drop it, the question into the chat box. Receipt of check for rupees 20,000. So in the bracket I've given as Axis Bank. From MK company. Okay, so good. So go to the creation of that ledger MK company under sundry debtors. So make it maintain balances bill by bill as yes. Accept the screen. So here I'm supposed to select the wait. I set as it is an advance. So take it as advance. So give the reference name as ADV. ADV, enter. ADV. No, select as advance. It was correct. Type it over here as ADV. So then space MKC1. So it is like from advance taken from MKC is 1. Enter the value of 20,000. Enter. So which is the bank ledger should be selected. Let me choose it with SBI Bank. Enter. So when you are choosing the SBI Bank, so it will ask you through what type of instrument are you receiving this amount. It is through check or DD. It has taken right. Enter. Enter. So wait. No. Wait. Backspace. Back. Don't go to quit. So please be careful when you are using escape and backspace. Use a backspace to go back to the previous option. Don't go to escape always. So if you escape, whatever the work you have done till here, it will go off. Enter. So here, get the cursor on the instrument number. So here, when I say it as a check or DD, mandatorily there will be a reference number, that is the check numbers. Okay. So give it, for example, 232562. 232562. Okay, let's assume it this is a check number what I have received it from the party. Enter. Now it is asking us the bank name. So here I'm supposed to specify the bank name. Choose with a specify bank name. So here I have to specify which bank name, through which bank I'm receiving this. Axis Bank. Enter. Okay. Backspace once again. I said backspace, don't press escape. Enter. Suppose in the same screen, if you want to enter the branch details of that bank, suppose if there is a details that Axis Bank and it is mandatorily we have to enter the branch name also, because in the deposit slip it is mandatorily we have to feed it up with branch details. Do we have any shortcut key to bring the branch name over here? We don't find any shortcut key on the right hand side. But still, if I want a option which I'm looking for, how do I find it? It will be in F12 configuration. Good. So in the F12, we have an option as show branch name. Yes. And accept. So can you write it the branch name? Okay. Enter, enter, accept it. Accept the screen. Now, can you go to the banking deposit slip? So is it showing in the check deposit slip? We will see. So banking there itself, it was there. Yeah. Deposit slip. Choose that bank and you can see that transaction in the check deposit slip. Now you select it and print preview. So can you press Alt Z and zoom it and check it out? Is that details is been printed over here? Same as check deposit slip which we are going to get in the bank. Okay. So these are the ways how you can be able to print the deposit slip for the cash as well as check. Okay. So escape. Wait. So here you can be able to see this information only when you are not printed this information till now. Let's assume it you are printed. So always use spacebar to select and then you go to the print preview. Okay. So Control P. So instead of going to preview, go to print option itself. So you just type it as check deposit slip. So let it get printed as a PDF. Okay. So is that the details it is available over there? So that means in the tally, in the banking report, if you go to the any of the report related to banking, by default, if it is showing in the screen, that means if it has not been printed. So what we are supposed to do it is, we are supposed to check it out. What all the transactions I had, which I've already printed related to check deposit slip. So there is an option on the right hand side, which will say it as include printed, that is F8. Can you press F8? So here it shows. Can you see that the last second column has printed? So it is set as yes. So that means since it was not printed, it was showing by default. Since it is printed, so it will not show by default. You have to press F8 and you are supposed to check the details of the transactions. Okay, fine. So hope you people have been understood the concept of check deposit slips and cash deposit slip. So now come to the gateway of Tally, go to the vouchers payment. So let me pass one payment entry. Advance paid of rupees. So let me see. Let me put it in the chat box. Advance paid of rupees 10,000 through check number 001541. That is the first check leaf number to Mitra Company. So Mitra Company under sundry creditors, maintain balances bill by bill should be as yes. And this is related to which type of reference? Yes, good. Give the name. Okay, now you select the SBI Bank. Enter. So you can be able to see that it has been done through check, and the check range also it has been taken. The instrument number, the first check number it has taken be automatically. So enter, accept it. Accept the entry. So when you are going to accept an entry of payment, so as soon as you accept it, it will ask you to print a check. So can you check the print preview? All Z. So this is how the details it is going to be get filled in your check leaf. So when you want to take a print of your check details on your check leaf, so you can put this details in the tally, and when you put a check leaf on the checkbook, or sorry, on the printer, so it is going to print these details over there. Okay, so now escape, escape, escape. So in case if you are not printed the check at the time of accepting the entry and you want to take a print of this, so where do we get this report? Means come to the gateway of Tally banking, go to the very first option, check printing, select that bank, so you can be able to see the first check information. So select it and print. See the print preview. Okay, so this is how you can be able to track with your check printing or not. If already printed, it will not show by default. You have to press F8, include printed, escape. Okay. Next, check register. So here, if you go here, it will show which are the bank's accounts do you maintain it. So then in that, what are the checkbooks? How many checkbooks are being used? How many check leaves are you be used? So you'll be able to see this. Enter. So enter on it. Don't select the HDFC Bank. Select the SBI Bank because I have fed all the details about my checkbooks in the SBI Bank. So here it will show that what are the transactions you are used for what check number. So it will be easy to us to know that which check has been used for what entry and issued to which other parties. Okay, accept the screen. So come out of it. Okay, so payment advice. Go to the payment advice report. Payment advice. So payment advice is a kind of a letter you are going to issue it to your creditors that in what way did you pay the money to your creditor to clear the particular bill. Okay, so you can select a creditor to whom you have made a payment. So let's assume it IK Interiors. Oh, sorry, we didn't make a payment to IK Interiors. Get into it and see. Is there any information we have it? So can you press spacebar Control P and see the preview? So here the details is not completely we have been given. Okay, so press escape. Go to that who was the party Mitra company. So here you can check it out. So what the details is available. Okay, so this is an kind of a letter to confirm your parties that you have been cleared the bill. So the top one, it will talk about the bill numbers and date value, and it has been cleared through the payment mode of bank. So is it through check or DD or whatever the sources is? So you can be able to get those details by default. So we are not going to prepare anything which we have been already prepared, that you can have a separate kind of a report so that you can be able to take a print of this and you can provide it for their confirmation. So this report can also be considered as a confirmation of accounts report. Yes, Desha, it was right. And it shows only the payment details. Okay, so fine. So we will wind up for today. So we'll meet tomorrow. Can anyone unmute yourself and let me know? Is that Srivatsini is there? Srivatsini or anyone else? Can you let me know that do we have a offline class tomorrow? So can anyone confirm me? Yes. Okay. Is it a practical or is it a theoretical? Theoretical. Okay, fine. So we'll meet you all tomorrow in the offline class. Okay. Thank you all. Have a nice time.